Alright folks, welcome back to the Fight Station. Today's video we're going to be discussing the announcement of Jack Catterall's first fight under Matchroom. It's going to be, as we knew before, on the May 27th show at the Manchester Arena. So local fight for Jack, and it's going to be against Darragh Foley. So Darragh Foley, you'll probably remember from fighting Robbie Davis Jr. on the Diego Pacheco versus Jack Catterall undercard. Against the odds, he got the win that night. It was a third round stoppage, I believe. Obviously, heavily influenced by the fact Davis went over on his ankle. It was a really bad ankle injury. I've been following sort of Davis Recovery Jr. on Twitter, and he's got the big boot on and looks like he'll be out for a while. But that doesn't tell the full story. You know, Davis had him dropped heavy in that second round. I seen people calling it a flash knockdown at the time, and it wasn't. They had Davis Jr. hurt without a doubt, and arguably if there was more time in the round, he potentially could have got a cleaner stoppage there and then, and maybe would have got more credit for the win. So yeah, really decent opponent for Catterall's first fight under the Matchroom banner. I think more from that Robbie Davis Jr. fight week than the win. Foley's character is a lot of the reason he got this fight. He's Irish, he's a good talker, he's marketable, and he earned a lot of fans that night, and I think that's again part of the reason. He's got a in what, only sort of 2 months after the Pacheco fight, the Pacheco Cullen card, he's out again, and it'll be interesting the effect that, because he's obviously based in Australia, flying back over there and coming over and all that has. And again, I know it wasn't a long fight and he didn't take any damage, but you know, straight back into camp for an even bigger fight against who many feel should be the undisputed champion at 140 pounds, Jack Catterall. So it'll be interesting. It's definitely not a gimme for Catterall, but it's a fight he'll go into as a considerable favourite, you'd imagine. And will be interesting to see what Matchroom do for him moving forward. I think a big part of this link up is, it's my career's not just about Josh Taylor. I'm moving on, looking to bigger and better things. And Regis Prograis seems to be the name people are mentioning most. Obviously got that WBC belt, gave Josh Taylor a really good fight himself a few years ago, and without doubt, one of the best fighters at 140 pounds. Fantastic fighter, Regis Prograis. I just worry, though, that, like, how big are either of their profiles? Catterall, like, it's not as big a fight for him as the Taylor rematch, not even close. Like, for as good a fighter Prograis is, doesn't have a great profile over here, and he doesn't even have a great profile over in America. So that'll be interesting how they make that work. Aside from Prograis, you've got Montana Love, whose headline shows over in America for Eddie Hearn. Richardson Hitchens developing really nicely. Stevie Spark, one of the Australian fighters. I think there was a lot of speculation that's actually who Darragh Foley would fight, obviously being based in Australia, and he had obviously called out Stevie Spark on social media quite a lot. Liam Paro, of course, who Darragh Foley replaced on the Pacheco Cullen card to face Robbie Davis Jr., a well-ranked fighter, Liam Paro. I can't remember the governing body, but I think he's ranked 2 or 3 in one of them. So that would make sense in terms of getting Catterall a shot at a world title if the fight with Prograis can't be made. But it'll be interesting. Looking forward to it. Looking forward to seeing Jack Catterall back in the ring. It's well over a year now since that Josh Taylor fight, and as bitter a pill as that, I'm sure, has been to swallow for Jack Catterall, it's time to get his career back up and running and build something off his own name. And because he's a good enough fighter, he deserves it. So yeah, looking forward to it. Jack Catterall versus Darragh Foley, May 27th at the Manchester Arena. As I say, that'll be co-main to Wood Lara 2. So be a big card for Jack. You know, plenty of eyes on him. Should hopefully sell a good few tickets in his backyard of Manchester. So glad for Jack that he's got a decent profile fight and signed with a, you know, I'm not going to play promoter politics, but in many people's opinion, the biggest promoters in the world / the UK. So yeah, good times for Jack Catterall. Hopefully a big year for him ahead. That'll be all from me. I've waffled on long enough. If you made it this far, like the video, comment what fights you'd like to see Jack Catterall in by the end of the year, provided he gets past Darragh Foley next month. Some interesting fights for him at Matchroom as we went over there. Subscribe to the Fight Station. That'll be all. Thanks very much.